Good morning, Palmetto Charter School students. Welcome to our virtual flagpole ceremony. We're living in certainly unprecedented times. By unprecedented, I mean things that only happen maybe once every 100 years. That's the last time we had a virus do the type of damage that we're experiencing now. I know many of you are looking forward to coming back to school next year and seeing your friends. And so we're living in some strange times that maybe no one except a couple of people that were 100 years old or older have seen in their lifetime. Well, we are excited also about some of the money we raised at our giving challenge. We cleared roughly $30,000 in addition to gifts to cover scoreboards for the gym, actually 2 for the gym and 1 outside. We're still working on raising some money for pads around the gymnasium. We're trying to shield away some of the metal posts that would maybe cause injury. So if you'd like to help with that, we would appreciate that. Let me go over to something we're kind of instituting right now, Thankful Thursdays. And I just want to say I'm thankful for the wonderful staff I get to work with every day.
I just want to tell you what I am thankful for. I am actually thankful for Zoom. I am thankful that I've been able to see you guys even though I haven't been able to be close to you, and thankful that I could use Zoom to help people when they are struggling. But also personally, I love Zoom because I've been able to have all 4 of my kids Zoom with me, even my daughter out in California. So I'm really thankful for the new Zoom that we've been using.
Hey guys, I'm thankful for all you guys. Even though we don't get to see you, we know you've been working hard on your distance learning. And also thankful for just a little bit of time that we've had to kind of slow down and spend with family. I've gotten to watch my little guy learn how to start crawling, and my other 2 kids start riding their bikes with no training wheels and similar things like that. It's just been a lot of fun to have some downtime.
Well, students, at this time, please join us in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So this is our new cafeteria. I know it doesn't look like it yet because we don't have our tables and all of that in here yet. But since we're in the new cafeteria, I know that I want to know, would you rather? Would you rather have a home lunch or a bought lunch? Give that thought. I would rather have a home lunch except for Turkey Day. You know that's my favorite, Turkey Gravy Day.
I'd rather have a school lunch. I know how hard everybody works to prepare our lunches, and when I wake up, I'd rather not have to plan what I'm going to bring to school and just know it's already going to be good and ready for me when I get there.
I would rather have a home lunch. I'm an excellent cook, and I have the best leftovers in the whole wide world. So my favorite is a home lunch. Hey students, we want to talk to you about C.A.R.E.S. Now, usually we're thinking about C.A.R.E.S in terms of how we relate to one another at school, but I want to talk about C.A.R.E.S and how you're doing that at home. So cooperation is certainly important during these difficult days. So I want to encourage you to be cooperative with your parents. Make sure that they don't have to ask you twice to do the same thing. So work with your parents, work with your brothers and sisters to make sure that you're a cooperating person and life goes on as pleasantly as possible in this difficult day.
That's good advice. I'm going to talk about assertion. You know, the ability to assert yourself in school would be raising your hand and asking questions or letting teachers know you need something. You can still do this at home. All you have to do is email your teachers. In middle school, you can message your teachers in Edmodo. Likewise, let your parents know if you need something or you're struggling with some work at home. It's always good to be able to speak up and keep people on the loop. Sure hope you're all doing well.
And I'm going to talk about responsibility. So with you being home right now, obviously you have lots of opportunity to do your chores. So that's the first thing that came to my brain. But to be responsible is also to do the right thing when no one is looking, and also to try to do things independently. And then of course, if you can't figure it out, you would ask for other people's help. To be responsible is also a great way to be a role model for your younger siblings.
I'm here to talk about empathy. Now, Students, I want you to put yourself in the role of your parents. Many of them are having to go and work an 8-hour day, come home and try to help you accomplish your work and get enough sleep and take care of all the other normal duties. And so I'm going to ask that you really do an extra level of empathy in putting yourself in the shoes of your parents and understand all the things that they're trying to do to help you be successful. And putting that together with cooperation will go a long way to making your home a lot better. Thank you.
And to finish this or finalize it, let's talk about self-control. Self-control is really needed right now with distance learning. It takes a lot of discipline for yourself to finish your work on a timely basis. Something that really helps me is I literally make a to-do list. I write everything out I need to do for the day or that morning, and I start crossing them off as I finish each thing. That might be something that helps you. You possibly already have a calendar or a checkoff list that your parents are already helping you with. Self-control also is taking care of your body, going to sleep at the right time, waking up, going outside and moving and playing and eating healthy foods. All this is self-control. It's real easy to get in a rut and not take care of yourself, not take care of the things you need to. But especially right now, self-control is something that you guys can definitely do.
Okay, now we're at the exciting part, the Charter Champions. Of course, we wish you were here, but what we will do is you will see your name on the screen, and each teacher has mentioned something about each student, and tomorrow at pickup, you will be able to pick up your Charter Champion certificate and little prize, okay? So I'm starting off with kindergarten, and the first teacher is Miss Cannon. The first student is Silas Faust. I chose Silas because he has worked so hard on continuing to be a positive leader in our class. For the next month, for April, would be Caleb Espinosa. I chose Caleb because he is being a model student during e-learning. Now we're switching to Miss Kirksey's class, and her first student was Sophia Setter. Sophia has shown a positive attitude while learning from home. She completes all assigned work as she participates in our daily discussions. And her next student is Channing Douglas. He has been working hard on presenting his best classwork while working at home. He has a joyful personality that he shares during online lessons. Good job, guys.
Hey students, I'm here to present the first grade Charter Champions, and let's begin with Mrs. Carula's class, where she chose Whit Lambert for the March Charter Champion because he was working hard in class, especially reading and story writing. He would always come up with funny stories to write about. I loved his effort. He has also been a very kind classmate and friend. And also chosen for the month of April was Emery Ballinger for Charter Champion, because she is working so hard at distance learning. She completes all of her assignments and puts great effort into all of her work. I loved her story about the bear that went camping. She put a lot of extra effort into the assignment and turned her story into a book. Now going to Mrs. Lerfald's class, Garrett Hunt was selected because he achieves high academic grades and always reaches his goals. He thinks outside the box. He is assertive, a team player, and outgoing and kind. In the month of April, in Ms. Lerfald's class, Alexia Johnson is kind, caring, and empathetic. She has always shown friendship towards her classmates. She tries her best, even in subjects she struggles with. She always has the great attitude.
All right, hey guys, I'm Mr. Durance, and I'm here to recognize these wonderful students for second grade Charter Champion. In the month of March, Mrs. Howard's class, Easton Matthews is recognized. Easton continues to work hard and display a great growth mindset. And for April, Mrs. Howard would like to recognize Morgan Ramone. Morgan's empathy and caring friendship towards others is awesome. Well done. Miss Pike's class. Ms. Pike would like to recognize Alexa Grabau. Alexa is a great listener. She gives her best effort and is thoughtful of everyone around her. And in April, Mrs. Pike would like to recognize Tyson Van Heining. Tyson has grown so much and never stops working hard. He is also a good friend to everyone and makes everyone smile. Well done, guys.
All right, moving on to third grade, and we are going to start off with Miss Laser's Charter Champions, and her first recommendation was Luke Hume. Luke has worked diligently at home to keep up with his online assignments. I am proud of him for putting so much effort into his work. Her second champion is Aiden DeCosala. Aiden has been doing a fabulous job with online learning. He is turning everything in on time and he tunes in to every lesson. I want to recognize this great achievement. So the next teacher is Miss Miller, and she is recognizing Kipton Petzold. Whether Kipton is on the playground, inside the classroom, or sitting behind his computer for a Zoom meeting, he is always demonstrating leadership type qualities. Kipton is a hard worker and encourages others to do their best. Congratulations, Kipton, on receiving March Charter Champion. Her next student is Callie Schroeder. There are many qualities that make Callie a Charter Champion. One of her best qualities is her self-discipline. Callie is always aspiring to be excellent in her studies inside the classroom and while completing her Zoom lessons. I am so proud of you, Callie, is what Miss Miller has said. Keep up the good work.
I'm back to talk about some fourth graders that are doing some outstanding things, and let's start with Mrs. Hanley's class. Olivia Davidson is recognized. Olivia displays kindness and empathy daily. She's always willing to help out a friend. And in April, in Mrs. Hanley's class, we recognize Christian Belcher. Christian is doing an amazing job with online learning. He participates with enthusiasm and takes responsibility for his learning. Now let's go to Mrs. Jones' class. We recognize Kaylee Varnador. She gives 100%, works diligently, and always has a positive attitude while doing it. And also, in Mrs. Jones' class for April, Ty Baker is recognized. Ty has really taken initiative to be independent and responsible with his online learning. He's shown such great effort this month. Congratulations to Ty.
All right, guys, fifth grade Charter Champions. Mrs. Ballinger's class for the month of March, she would like to recognize Sophia Vasquez. Sophia perseveres and always gives her best. She has worked so hard with distance learning and always has a great attitude toward her work. She tackles whatever comes her way and always has a smile. Mrs. Ballinger is very proud of you. Mrs. Ballinger for the month of April would like to recognize Brody James. Brody is such a joy. He brings smile and laughter to us every day. And now through distance learning, we look forward to seeing him on our Zoom meetings. He greets us with fun facts and helps make learning fun for all of us. He is working hard at distance learning and is giving his best effort. Mrs. Ballinger is proud of you too, Brody. Well done. Now, Mrs. Stover's fifth grade class for the month of March, she would like to recognize Holland Hume. Holland has been doing a great job with his online learning. He is giving 100% effort. Well done, Holland. And for the month of April, Ms. Stover would like to recognize Jessica Ramsey. Jessica has been doing extremely well with her online learning, and she has been turning in her assignments in on time and giving them her best effort. Thank you, Jessica. Well done, fifth grade. All right, guys, let's talk about middle school charter champions. I'd like to say that in middle school each month, we focus on character traits that we would like to see reflected in our students, in our school, and our community beyond. During the month of March, our middle school focused on joy, and during the month of April, our middle school centered on the concept of focus. For our sixth grade charter champions, we would like to recognize Cooper Duquette. Cooper displays joy inside and outside of the classroom to his peers and his teachers. Cooper, well done. For April, and the focus is on focus, Libby Derrick for sixth grade. Libby consistently works hard and maintains a solid focus in class. Good job to both of you.
Okay, so here I am. I'm going to introduce seventh grade, and I'm looking at both of them, and boy, do they fit the character trait of joy and focus. So for joy, for seventh grade, Alicia Light. Alicia's joyfulness is contagious as she shows kindness and happiness to everyone. And for the month of April, Madeline Anderson. Madeline's focus is displayed in all of her classes through her work ethic and achievement. Good job.
I'm back again with our final 8th grade group that we'll recognize. Savannah Higgins for joy. Savannah displays joy in all she does, often lifting the spirits of others. And in 8th grade as well, for the month of April, we have Rebecca Aguilera recognized for focus, which is on full display in each of her classes with all that she does. And just as an aside for our 8th graders, this has been a difficult year with us losing the DC trip. It is still my hope and plan, if we can get past some of these hurdles with the coronavirus, that we have a big fun evening with a dinner here in our new cafeteria and kind of an opportunity to play basketball and volleyball in our new gym for our 8th graders. This may be in July, so look forward to an announcement coming to you at some point this summer. We're going to try to make that happen. I've enjoyed this opportunity. Thanks, and have a great day.
In middle school, please pay attention to your emails for your pickup dates, to clean out your lockers, and all that good stuff. And we look forward to seeing you then.